So we're going to do graphite exercises, and I'm just using our template that we made to help us make our value squares, and I'm just drawing around 3 sides around the outside of it so that I can make a square. And I'm going to make 3 squares for our graphite exercises. Want to know what pencil I'm using? That's an HB. Okay, so I'm going to label them and then I'm going to get started. And the first one is going to be side shading. And I'm going to use my HB pencil. So you saw I put the pencil underneath there. Make sure your pencil is sharp. It won't do you any good if your pencil is really dull. There's not going to be a lot of graphite to use. And I'm going to do it so that it goes from dark at the top, light at the bottom. But it's actually easier for me if I turn it upside down. So that's why my paper is upside down. And I'm doing it just like a value scale. It's just this is a small scale value scale. And I am using this side of the pencil graphite. So if your pencil starts getting dull, the only thing you're going to do is dig at the paper with the wood of your pencil. So I kind of want to clean up a little bit of my light values. And I'm just using my kneaded rubber eraser. And then I don't like all the stuff on the outside. So this is just a little guard I made with just a piece of paper, a piece of copy paper, and it helps you erase a nice straight edge. And I'm using a piece of tissue, face tissue, and it helps soften some of those values just a little bit. Toilet paper works too. And voila! So now we're going to move to point shading, and I am going to use my 4B. So this time, just like it says, I'm going to use the point of the pencil, and this will be very linear when you get done. And I'm also going to make it dark at the top, light at the bottom. This time I'm having it going in the right direction. And you'll notice my pencil is perpendicular to the paper, my big math word. So the point is resting on the paper and my pencil is straight up. Whereas when I was doing side shading, I was holding it almost flat. Using my tissue, cleaning up those values. And here's my copy paper eraser guard. Makes those nice edges. Last one, I'm going to use my ebony pencil, one of my favorite pencils in the world. It is so dark and lovely. It's such a great pencil. And you're right, you can see Scumbling is just these lovely little circles. I'm going to make it dark at the top and lighter at the bottom. And then I started with side shading and I moved to point shading with the ebony. And it's time to clean her up. And now it's your turn.